Oh my god, Peachy, are you back? Peachy, are you back? Peachy, hi Peachy.
And let me see what you have! No!
I thought you'd be sleeping. Welcome home. I hope you had a great trip. You do need to tell me all about it when I'm actually like ready and live and stuff, obviously. Yeah, very understandable. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Hope you're doing well. Peachy, hello. Welcome back from your trip. I hope you had a great time and that the sunburn doesn't kill you too easily? Question mark? Anyway, how are we doing? I am... I'm coughing again. So, you know, I'm fine. I'm doing great. And watching my fudging Lalafell do this goddamn Mandeville dance is the stupidest looking thing. And I will love it every time. Every time. Anyway, how are we all doing, Peachy? Tell me everything. Or don't. I mean, like, it's none of my business. Layla, hello. How are you? Hope you're also doing well. Good morning to you. How are things? How are we? How was the Lalafell Mandeville dance? I'm sorry, I can't. I can't. But I will. What did I get up to? Wait. Oh, where did I get up to? I thought you were like, what did I get up to? I'm like, you know, I had COVID, Peachy. Like, you know what I got up to. Nothing. I finished the Mandeville questline. That's pretty much all I did. Mandeville's done. And now I can dance like an absolute lunatic. So we love that. We love that. That's pretty much all I did, though. You need coffee? Layla, it means so much to me that you would open my stream before you had your morning coffee. Who even does that? Who does anything in the day? Well, okay, no, let me rephrase that because I don't drink coffee. Of the people who drink coffee in the mornings, who even does anything before they drink it? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. That's all I had. It wasn't a very funny joke because, as I said, I don't even drink coffee, so it doesn't even apply to me. But, long story short, get your coffee, I guess? I don't know. I didn't think this through. I'm still recovering. It's fine. Leave me alone. I'm mentally okay. I promise. Maybe. Maybe. Oh my god, I'm gonna be coughing all night, aren't I? I was fine all day today. It seems you're in quite the predicament. Right, yes, the predicament that I don't remember because I haven't done the main story in like 2 weeks. Yeah, that predicament. Mm-hmm. Should you receive any urgent missives from Doma? Rest assured be with first note. Oh, the predicament with the... Right. Okay, wait, Peachy, maybe you did miss some things. We met the fudging Garlean peace people who had their peaceful talk with us and wanted to do the prisoner trade. And then one of them, like, literally right before they left said, I hate your guts and hope you die or something, and then left. And it's like, dude, why would you even reveal that you were evil? I was actually starting to believe you. So I don't even know what happened there, but that's where we're up to. You had to get through the British border before you could have coffee. Okay, but see, that's different though, because you just flew back from another country. Yes, you would have had to, like, that, yeah. Yeah. You just got Twitter for an hour to something. Okay, but that's just a mood, Layla. I do that every morning. I literally, on a work day, my alarm will wake me up at 7 a.m. Like, for context, I'm a 15 to 20 minute walk away from work, so I don't even need to like get up super early to get ready, right? So I wake up at 7 a.m. I don't get out of bed until 8. I'm just scrolling on my phone for an hour, and then I get out of bed and get ready in like 20 minutes and then leave. Like, so that's just a mood. I wish I could get up before... I wish I could get out of bed in less than an hour, because I hate the fact that I waste an hour in bed every morning, but I don't want to get up. Bed is comfy. And it's cold. It's winter here. I don't want to be outside in the cold. So yeah, that's I get it, is my point. I get you. Want to swap? That depends. What temperature in Celsius is your summer? I get the heat. See, I'm a little concerned because it could be good, but it could be bad, right? because I don't know what your summers are like. Our summers are pretty freaking horrible. So it might be a fantastic trade. I might get a better summer. Like, I don't know yet. Your shoulders and ears are radiating so much heat. Yeah, it's summer for you though. So that's, I understand that. Although I will say one of my work friends was fudging. It's the middle of winter, and I think the other day, was it yesterday? It was yesterday where she was like literally getting ice cubes and putting them on her cheeks because her red was hot as hell. And her head was hot as hell. And we're just like, why are you so hot? It's like 15 degrees outside. Sorry, inside. Like 38 for a while last week. Okay, so that's about as bad as our summers. You know, I think I'm okay with keeping my winter. I can actually I'm kind of okay with the temperatures. I don't want to deal with 40-degree heats. I'm good actually. I'm so sorry, Layla. I know you'd prefer
Once I
but
complete
no.
all these minigames, you'll never have to hear this music ever again. Like literally never again.
Wow.
Wow. Beth, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the tier 2 sub. I keep forgetting you're subscribed with tier 2 until I get the notification, and then half the time I don't see it, and the other half I'm like, oh my god, that's right, you're a tier 2 sub. I hope you're doing well, Beth. What's up? What's the wow for? Worth a try? Yeah, look, I don't blame you because I will be doing the exact same thing come our summer. I'll be like, hey Layla, so you know that deal that you proposed to me and I rejected? Can I do the deal now? And you'll be like, absolutely not. And I'll be like, yeah, that's fair. 45 months. Yeah, no, that's been here a long time. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still dying apparently. One day you'll move closer north. I mean, then your winters would just be super cold. Unless you actually want that. I would love it if, and this is the most unrealistic thing I'd ever ask for. I'd love it if it was just a consistent like 20 degrees like year round. Maybe 22 degrees, 22 to 24 degrees, you know, just like consistent 20 to 24-ish temperature year round. I don't care about seasons. I don't want hot summers. I don't want cold winters. This is true. The summers won't go to 40 and you'll get that going for you. This is also true. See, no, I got nothing. No, don't worry about it. I was trying to think of a thing, but I'm not thinking. I'm just not thinking. But you know, if you can get out of 40-degree summers, it's worth it, right? One day. Okay, this is true, but to play devil's advocate for a moment, and I really truly do mean devil's advocate because I much prefer to put on layers than do what I'm about to suggest, which is put on the aircon. Go for a swim, turn on your fan. I would much prefer to put on layers than have an aircon running all day and have it not work very well and then also use up so much electricity. And then also having said that, if it is still too cold where the multiple layers doesn't work, then you could put on a heater and that will work. Like a heater will work better to heat you up than an air conditioner will to cool you down, I guess. Air conditioning in Europe, I am not too familiar with the circumstances around whether or not that works, so I'll just trust that it doesn't. Turbo though, hi Turbo, how you doing? Congrats on being second. I hope you're doing well. How are things? How are you? How was your week? Hi. What's up? Also, I forgot what Alphino's apologizing for, but I assume it's for the sword that he purchased. No, was it the sword? Yeah, the sword for Gasetsu, right? It was reckless to make such a purchase. Yeah, okay, if I just read. Sad week. Turbo, is everything okay? Why are you sad? Wait, actually, hold on. You finished Expedition 33, didn't you? That might be why. You know, don't answer that question. If it has anything to do with the game, don't answer. It might not be though. I have no idea. I'm just assuming. I have no clue. But I hope you're doing okay though. If Soberon's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, mainly should no difficulty wiping the red from our... Wait, are we in debt? Did Alphino actually put the signs in complete debt? Oh, Oh, that's very fair. I'm so sorry, Turbo. I hope you're dealing okay. I hope you're managing okay with it. I hope everyone's doing fine. I know that can be incredibly, like, tough. I get it. You don't have AC units in Germany besides public houses. Please. Really? I mean, I guess that makes sense because usually it doesn't get hot in... I mean, I don't know too much about, like, Germany specifically, but, like, I can understand that there wouldn't necessarily be a need for AC if you're not always constantly having the hot summer, right? Oh my god! I'm getting raided by fudging dino nuggies? I love nuggets. And dinos. And dino nuggies. That's all I got. I'm sorry. How are you doing, Raiders? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How are you all doing? How was Oh my god. Yakuza. Yes, a game I should totally get back to, but I'm never going to. I should clarify though, it's the first Yakuza game, not Like a Dragon. Wait, is it like, oh, I don't even remember. How are we doing though, guys? If you don't know me, I'm Ojani. I play a variety of games, and by variety, I mean far too much Final Fantasy 14. Yeah. How are you? How was your stream? How was Yakuza? I hope you enjoyed it. Spent mon. I get that. Do you make sure that get circulation? I'm making a fool of myself. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. This is your first one to play with Watch a bit of them. I know absolutely nothing about any of them. I still can't remember which one it was. I think it was 0. It was whatever the first one released chronologically was, but I played the remaster of that, so I know it had changed. I played that one for like half the game, a quarter of the game, and then just sort of stopped. And Harris hates me for it and will constantly tell me to keep playing it. And I will get back to it maybe at some point. I'm not promising, but like it's on the list. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just stop playing a game and everyone hates you for it. But I'm glad you've been having a lot of fun with it though. It can be so silly, especially what's his face? The crazy guy who pops up out of nowhere and tries to beat you up. That guy? I think it was that guy. The way you watch me, friend. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I get that. I get that. Knockoff Professor Oak who looked like Eggman? What? As I said, I didn't get very far into the game. And from what I remember, I generally remember like 2 characters anyways, so... Not a clue. And again, it probably wasn't even the same game because I don't think I played Like a Dragon, so... Professor Oak Eggman, what a combination. Pokemon system, you record battle data from the crazy... What? I swear to god, if this gets me back into playing Yakuza again, if I reinstall that game and get back to it, Harris is gonna know that there was one person he has to thank. It's fudging dino nuggets. We all hallucinate. I mean, look, isn't that just like a lot of video games these days? You just hallucinate whatever the fudge is going on, like... Especially that, yeah. Anyway. Making a dex of all the bad... Wait, you're not... Hold on. So... I thought Dino Nuggies, I thought you were like slightly exaggerating, and then Dino Doomy comes in like, oh no, you legitimately have to do like a Pokedex of like bad guys and these colors. And I'm just like, wait, is this actually a Pokemon like reference they chucked in the game and made stupid for no reason? He's obsessed with Dragon Quest, so he sees random guys transform to a weird outfit. Sorry, are we talking Dragon Quest like the other popular video game series? Say be the very best. Oh my god. Okay, let me just really briefly just fudging bump Yakuza back on the fudging list, which I wasn't planning on ever doing for quite some time. It was just gonna be like a thing of like, I'll get back to it when I get back to it. Yeah, when I get back to it might be sooner rather than later. Granted, it won't be the same game, but it's the series as a whole, and what the hell is that? Wants to be a hero like Dragon Quest. Wait, hold on, is Dragon Quest... Hold on, I need a... Is Dragon Quest... Okay, no, this is a very completely different thing than I was thinking of. I was thinking of a completely different game. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of like... Maybe you guys don't know, but like in the early 2000s, there was that Flash game that was like Dragon something. I don't think it was Dragon Quest. Dragon Adventure? Dragon... something or other. I don't know, it was a Flash game on like Miniclip or whatever. Not Dragon Quest though. I don't know what it was. And now I really want to know what it was. Okay, Shaken, he called out 3 guys and started colored suits, and how did you pick one? I love that. I absolutely love that. That's the funniest thing. I love it when games can be goofy as hell and it doesn't impact the enjoyment. Like, there's a time and a place for being, God, what's the word? When you're like really into a game and you're captivated by it and you're like enthralled. I can't think of the word. Adventure Quest. Don't tell me it didn't even have dragon in it at all. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it didn't even have fudging dragon in it. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're right. It was Adventure Quest. It didn't have dragon in it at all. Immersed. Thank you, Layla. Yeah, it was Adventure Quest. You got it, Dino Nuggies. I'm an idiot. There was no dragon anywhere in that. Yes. Immersed. Immersed. There is a time and a place for games that immerse you. And then there's a time and a place for games that realize immersion isn't everything and they can just be stupid. And I appreciate that some games balance that really well. And other games recognize that they don't care about immersion, they chuck it out the window, and that's always fun too. There goes the circulation. Oh, Spentmon, no. No, Spentmon, you want the circulation. You want to get that back, get it flowing, you know? Keep your arm alive. You think the mic was muted because Plus and you were eating chips, and Plus was like, I'm surprised Doom didn't notice it's Pokemon yet. Oh, so your mic was muted because you already recognized it, but they didn't pick up on it. Yeah. I think I get it? I have no idea. Dragon Quest Adventure Quest is similar. See, the difference is I've never seen or played Dragon Quest in my life. I know nothing about Dragon Quest except that it exists. And I just know the name of it, and it's a series. That is actually the extent of my knowledge. So I have no reason to cross those wires over, except for the name, which they're very different with the whole dragon and adventure bit, but you know, it happens. Oh, you meant the circulation is back. Good. You can keep your arm now. Well, that implies that I'm giving you permission. I'm glad your arm is okay. I'm glad your arm is okay. Praise be, yes. Also, I apologize as well. I will be coughing the stream because I am slightly... Well, I recovered from COVID and now suddenly I'm coughing again. So, like, I don't know. I apologize. I will be coughing. I'm sorry. You're a Pokemon nut? Right. I get you. Yeah, no, that's so fair. I was a huge fan of Pokemon until, I want to say... Sun and Moon was a bit of a moment that I didn't like, but I was still a fan after it because the other games were still good. No, wait. Hold on. We went from Sun and Moon into Ultra Sun and Moon into Sword and Shield, right? Did Sword and Shield release immediately after Sun? Oh, okay. In that case, Sun and Moon would be the last time I enjoyed Pokemon. It's 3 a.m. That would do it. That would do it. Okay. Well, no, that sounds mean. I don't understand why so many people will be online watching my streams, hanging out and stuff at God knows what fudging unholy hours of the morning. However, I do appreciate that you're here. However, you guys need sleep. It's 5 a.m. I surely hope that's because you are waking up for bright and early for a very long Friday. Okay, wake up 3 hours ago is still quite a, you know, I kind of, you're excused. You're excused. You're excused. I guess you slept all day yesterday because you were kind of spent. Sorry, that was so forced. That was so forced. I would forgive you if you left and never returned. No, that's like, look, Dino, I don't even think I would have picked up on that. Like, the colors I would not have picked up on. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Forgetting you're here. I would not have picked up on the colors. I would have picked up on the Pokedex and the Professor type vibe. The colors I would not have picked up on at all, though. So, I get that. I get that. Also, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Final Fantasy XIV at all. So, if you are, then you know exactly well, you might not know exactly what's going on, but you know that there's stuff going on. And if you're not familiar with it, just know that these scenes are the scenes where I do nothing but fudging yap for like an hour because I forget I have a game to play, and then I occasionally go, oh, I need to read this message. And then I'll go back to yapping. So that's... Oh my god, it's Jam. It's why we rated here. Oh, you're... Okay, right. You're playing 14. Okay, great. So, I'm... What is my playtime? Because I've been playing this game for over 200... I figured I can't check in the middle of a cutscene. I've been playing for over 200 hours on this character, and I'm still in Stormblood. And I know nothing else. So, yeah. Anyway, Jam, hi. I hope you're doing well. It's been, well, I'd say it's been ages, but you've been in the Discord a bit recently. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I can't give Pika scritches because he's sleeping, because it is 7 o'clock. And he's in his, oh, I was going to point to his cage. Hold on, wait. Can I do the thing with my camera? Can I... You see that black mass that's just right there? That's his cage, and he's covered because it's bedtime. So I unfortunately cannot give Pika scritches, but I can give you 2 options. 1, I can give him scritches in the morning and say that they're from you. Or 2, you can get your points back because you can't actually see me give him the scritches. It's your choice.
Oh no! It's Voldemort! He's back!
I forgot you technically haven't spoken all stream, so the sound effect threw me off. I'm not waking him up. He is so grumpy. Beth, I don't know if I've told you, he gets grumpy as hell. So grumpy at night. Absolutely the grumpiest I've ever seen. You even slightly like, if he's sitting on my shoulder because I haven't put him in bed yet, and I slightly like move my elbow, he will attack the hell out of me. You don't care? Well, guess what? I don't want to be bitten. I'm okay with not getting bitten by my bird. Thank you very much. You might say it's a demon. Yeah, no, that's exactly what that is exactly what that is. That is a demon that is ready to not jump out and attack me. It's gonna jump through the camera and attack you specifically. That is all. That is all. 1547 hours not counting the free trial account for Nuggy's free trial-a-thon shenanigans. That is so fair. Look, I'm a huge MMO fan, and probably throughout all of the MMOs I've ever played, I definitely have thousands of hours between them. But I need more for this one. I need more, you know? However, I need the more hours to actually be getting through content and not fudging, talking my face off and doing absolutely nothing all stream. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there, you know? You don't have any more room for any more ghosts, so I can stay with it. Okay, we need to break that down, Spen. We need to break that down. How many ghosts do you have? Why do you have ghosts? Are they friendly ghosts? Are they evil ghosts? What do they want with you? Why are they around you? Like, Beth, am I missing any questions here that I should be asking? Because, just why? Classic me not playing the game. Yeah. Jam, you haven't been in a stream for a while. Totally fine. But what I mean by that is it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, Jam. I don't know if you remember how bad it was when you were last here, but it's so much worse than that. it's oh boy. Yeah. You're and games who made free trial accounts essentially hard mode. But why would you do that to yourself? Like, if I was ever gonna hard mode Final Fantasy XIV, I would make a new character and I would do fudging. Wait, hold on. You guys, I don't remember his name. I assume you guys are probably familiar with the solo only account from the YouTuber like Wrath Games or something like. I think that's his name. I would do that if it was me. If I was gonna like hard mode Final Fantasy, I would do a solo only character, 100%, because that sounds horrible. That's it. That's all I got. It sounds horrible. They bother your sister. You have 2. Everyone seems so painful. Well, see, that's it. But I would rather have the pain of having to actually work through and do things myself than the pain of being incredibly limited by a free trial account. You know, one of them I can overcome. The other one sucks a lot. Also, the 2 ghosts that bother your sister. Why did they leave you alone? How did you bribe them? And what did your sister do to deserve that? That's true. Look, I'm not saying I would overcome it and I would absolutely give up, but I would also just like the option to not be stuck with the free trial. So there's that, you know. Also, I don't want to get attached to a free trial account, get to like very late in the game, and then be like, oh, actually, I want to continue because I love this character, and being stuck with the fact that I can't continue that character unless I pay for a second account. And I don't want that, you know? No trading, no market boards, no friends, no parties unless someone makes them for us. However, consider, Dino, consider. You can do all those limitations on an actual full account. You can choose to not trade with people. You can choose to not use the market boards. You can choose to not have friends. You can choose to not be in parties. You can choose to do all of that without a free trial account. That is so much harder. Is it though? You can, it's self-imposed. What I'm hearing is that you guys don't have the dedication. You don't have the dedication. You'd forget. Sounds like a you problem. You can choose to not have friends. Oh, don't worry. For some of us, that's not a choice. But not me, though. What's up, Beth? What's up? I just said, but not me. So if you're trying to attack me for saying I don't have friends, I just said it isn't me. So you're good. Don't feel offended. The joke was in 2 parts, okay? The second part was for you. Start crying and no friends. I don't need to cry because I do have friends and I'm not self-conscious about it. The voices are the friends. You know, I'm gonna let a psychologist break that one down for you. Also, the fact that going to the next conversation topic just killed the music is just like, why? The more we know about Gallimard, the better our chance of predicting the next move. Okay, why do we need to cut the music for this? Oh, because we're going into sad music. I think the game is just really sad that Spent's only friends are the voices. Wait, hold on, Spent. Are you sure they're the voices that are your friends and not the ghosts? Are you sure you also don't have ghosts? Also, Sister's probably more sensitive to them. I realize I didn't actually acknowledge that. Maybe it's because you stopped paying attention to them or you're no longer afraid of your dark room. I don't know how ghosts work. Never alone if you're schizophrenic. Is schizophrenic that... Hold on. I can't remember which one's the one that's like completely misunderstood as being hallucinations and actually isn't. Delusions. Okay, schizophrenia is the hallucination one. Which is the other one that like is commonly misunderstood as being hallucinations but is actually completely separate? I know there's another condition that's that, but I've forgotten what it actually is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist. Multiple personalities? There is a lot of misconception with multiple personality disorder as well. So that's very possibly one of the ones I was thinking of, but I don't think that's actually what no. Yeah, no, it's probably one of the ones that you're right about, but it probably wasn't the one I was thinking of, if that makes sense. I don't know. Sorry, I promise I'm not dying. Then why are you sweating? Oh shoot, I forgot hold on, wait, Fudge, wait, hold on. I forgot what... I forgot which job I wanted to grab these for. Okay, 290, and then all these are 400. I think it was the tank that I wanted to grab it for, right? 290. Oh yeah, it was absolutely the tank. It was 100% the tank. 100%. Oh, 100% Layla. Which is really unfortunate too, because not only is misrepresented and misunderstood by a lot of the population, but they then spread their misunderstanding to everyone else. That doesn't help with the stigma that a lot of people have when they actually do have mental conditions, and it really sucks. And it's just, I don't have anything else to add to that. It sucks, you know? Also, fudge this guy. Fudge him. I was starting to actually believe him. For those of you who don't know this game, he came to us as a peaceful... Oh my god, words are failing me tonight. Not... Diplomat, thank you. I appreciate that you guys, like... Thank you. He came to us as a peaceful diplomat to organize a prisoner exchange and like peace between the bad guys and us. And he was all very friendly, and I was incredibly suspicious as hell. And then right before they left in their ship, I was like, wait, I've been suspicious of him for all the wrong reasons. He's actually not the bad guy at all. He genuinely believes that Garlemald could be better and they could be peaceful and nice people. What I should have been worried about is that he's gonna get assassinated on their way back by the actual evil Garlemald. Like, I legit convinced myself that evil Garlemald was gonna assassinate him on his way back so that there would be no peace. Like, they would self-sabotage one of their own political parties or whatever to make sure that they could still be evil. And I completely overlooked the fact that, oh, actually, no, he is still a jerk, and I was right to not trust him. So, fudge him. He made me come up with a much cooler plot that didn't happen. And that made me sad. That is all. Used to be diagnosed with BPD and people assumed you were some serial killer. Oh my god. Yeah, look. That's exactly why I hate the misconceptions. Because there's so many people who have mental... I literally just said the fudging. Conditions. There's so many people who have mental conditions who are like the nicest people actually, or just, you know, just generally just not bad people, and everyone immediately just goes, oh, you have a mental condition, you must be not great, I'm gonna stay away from you. It's like, dude, we're better than you. To clarify, I say there's someone with like anxiety and depression, so I don't have anything like BPD or like schizophrenia, like anything like that. But like even like something like anxiety or depression, people will go, oh, you've got problems. It's like, I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Like, anyway, it's just stereotypes, but it's just like, can we like not with the stereotypes? It's 2025. We have access to the internet. Educate yourselves, you know? You're sweating because your fan has stopped working. Oh no. Oh no. No, wait, do you also have the heat wave spent? Please tell me you don't also have the heat wave, because that would suck. He has a very punchable face. He did, and but I didn't want to judge him for his punchable face, because I thought, oh, this game usually has such great writing. He can't be evil. Like, that would be too simple if he was evil, and then they just made him evil. If people left you alone, you'd be okay. This is true, but then also you would be like, why are people leaving me alone? I want attention. And then you get mad that people aren't giving you attention. So like, I'm sorry to call you out, but you know that's also true, right? Like, oh, movie stereotypes. Yeah, that as well. That as well. Hyperactive ADHD, anxiety, depression, yada yada. Yeah, just like everything under the sun. Why not? Just keep adding the diagnoses. We all know it's there. Like, no, I agree, Layla. Like, even if it's not necessarily a diagnosable mental condition or anything, everyone is different. Everyone does have flaws. Everyone has problems. Some people have more diagnosable like flaws and stuff than others. But like the point is, we're all different. We all have something. That doesn't make us any less human, right? You love that they give us a character we can just literally hate guilt-free. No, okay, I do agree with that. I 100% do agree. We do need characters like that. But as I said, I got super excited that they were going to go for like a really complex storyline with the whole Garlemald has multiple parties. One of them actually wants peace to make a better Garlemald, and the other one's like evil and they want to like rule the Eorzea. And then I actually legitimately thought that like one of those evil parties was actually going to like sabotage the country's chances at peace by killing their diplomat. Like, I was like, that would be such a cool story arc. And then they just gave us another hateful character. And so, like, I let myself down there, you know? So that's on me. Meanwhile, you can't get more. They're like, that's PTSD, but new flavor. Yeah, then there's that. Then there's like, we've already diagnosed you with one thing. You don't have another. Stick to your diagnosis. Stay in your lane. 33 yesterday? That's not... Okay. I was going to say that's not too bad. For context, I live in Australia. Every summer it gets to 40. I'm like 33. I'm like, 33? That's a cool summer. It's still hot, but you know, like, I'm just like, it could be worse. It could be worse. Out of context though, 33 degrees of fudging sucks. Yeah, it's good pool weather. Exactly. I don't like the pool much, but it's good stay at home weather too. Like, you know. My Lord of the plays everything's going according to plan. They're just transferring prisoners. Whatever. You have some friends in Australia? Yeah. It gets hot. It gets hot here. Oh my god, it's her. It's the evil girl who's actually not evil anymore because she has no memories. Oh wait, is she remembering things? Oh my god, I was waiting for this. Oh no, she's just having a flashback to eating. Hi Dingo, how are you? Hope you're doing well.
Truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
It is absolutely ice cream weather at 33 degrees. Though having said that, it could be the middle of winter, and as long as you're in your house, I could still want ice cream. 41. I'm trying to remember how hot the hottest I've experienced was. It wouldn't have been too much higher than 41, maybe 42. But having said that, I personally didn't experience the 41/42 degrees because I would have been at home that day with the aircon on. We did get to almost 50 one time. I don't think
I am a duck!
did where I lived, but I know the country generally did in places, right? Spen, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far, even though I'm not playing the fudging game. Thank you for being here. You and some friends went to get a drink in a park and ended up moving with the... You went into an underground parking garage. That's so funny. Instead of being like, yeah, you know, maybe it's time to go home, you're like, parking garage.
I am a duck!
I get it. Dana Doomy, thank you as well for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're also enjoying here. That's a great follow noise. It is certainly something I don't remember ever saying. So I don't know why I said it. I don't know what the context was, but here we are. Also, yeah, we have duck and goose sound effects because people liked them. Again, I don't remember the context. I don't remember why I did it. Maybe one day I was like, you know, it'd be funny. Honks and quacks every time someone says duck and goose. Untitled Goose Game? No, it would have been much, much later than that. I'm thinking maybe like... Because I played Untitled Goose Game around the time it released. Approximately, give or take. But that sound effect is only like a year or two old. If that. Unless my sense of time is absolutely stuffed. Which it probably is because COVID fudged it. The closest thing incredibly cool in comparison, you didn't get a heat stroke. I'm so glad you didn't get a heat stroke because that is incredibly dangerous and so easy to get at those temperatures. Don't do it, you know? Oh god, sorry.
Were we friends?
You were my
Yes.
brother, Anakin. I
We were
loved you.
good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift.
Chat, what do you think the gift is? Is it an explosive? Is it a gun? Is it a coaster? No! Beth? They are siblings.
I pray
Or cousins
that
or
one
something.
day soon, as you gaze into that mirror,
So no.
you will remember the woman staring back at you.
No. It was a mirror. Beth, no. Beth, no. But no. Beth, no. If she suddenly remembers who she is.
It's so pretty.
If she suddenly remembers who she is, I will be both disappointed and happy because this whole time we've known that she's lost her memories, I was just waiting for like when her memories will come back. I'm just like, they're going to come back at some point. I know this for a fact. But I'd be disappointed if this was how. Oh, I've looked into a mirror and I saw my face. I remember who I am now. Like, that's just like, come on. Come on. 38, my better hottest you've been in, or 40. Still too hot. It'll come back eventually. Yeah, look. There are times where I feel like I know this game a lot, but in the other times where I'm like, lol, I'm only in Stormblood. I don't know this game at all. For those of you who know, I was so upset when Gesetsu died, right? Spoilers, sorry. Spoilers. I was so upset when Gesetsu died because I hated his death scene. I thought his death scene was absolutely horrible. They droned it out for far too long. He was literally holding up the goddamn roof of a collapsing tower, and he was fine. He then got shot by this girl before she lost her memories, and still held up the collapsing tower for like another 2 minutes. He was there monologuing about how he was dying and everyone should leave because he'll be the sacrifice and he'll save everyone else's lives for 2 minutes. His death scene just took ages and lost all sense of like impact. There was no impact there. I was like, okay, hurry up and die already. So I was disappointed when he died. And then, when like 10 quests later, we find out, oh lol, he's not actually dead at all. He survived. I was even more mad. Because not only did they give him the worst death scene that I've seen in my life, but he didn't even die. I lost my mind. So yeah, hated that. There's no fingernails. That's an MMO model. She doesn't need detail. You've already seen Dawn Trail? I have not. I have kept myself so spoiler free. Like, this is as far as I've gotten. Post Stormblood, I don't know what Shadowbringers is. I don't know what Endwalker is. I don't know what Dawn Trail is. I have been spoiled at one thing in Dawn Trail. Because the fudging official Final Fantasy XIV social media / launcher displayed a character who returns that I hadn't seen since A Realm Reborn and thought he was gone and did not expect to see again. And then they just fudging displayed him all over publicly for everyone to see before Dawn Trail even released. So I'm sad at that, but that's about it. If you know who it is, you know who it is.
Who are you?
I think, like, I don't know how it's pronounced, like Grahati or something like that. The cat guy who fudging locks himself in the fudging thing. That one. Yeah, it's Layla. It's actually Layla the whole time. I didn't even know Layla was in the game. What? Still spoilers, I won't ban you because this is ransom funny. No, please do not spoil me. If I get a single goddamn spoiler, I will ban you. If Beth won't ban you, I'll ban you. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've just seen him in art. I don't know what's happening with it, and I don't want to know what's happening with it.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Just didn't know his name. I think I confused two characters. Did I confuse two characters? All I know is he looks the same he looks like the same goddamn Makodi, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Fine, now leave me.
I'm really hoping this is just a case of the art team 3D modelers don't know how to make two characters look different, because I swear to God, he looks like Xenos. And last I checked, Xenos fudging killed himself in front of my eyes. Maybe they only look familiar. That's what I'm hoping. However, they also had his name in social media and stuff as well, which I recognized. So, like, that's fudging Xenos. That's Xenos. Why is he alive? Why is he alive? Why is he alive? Why is he alive? He's back. I saw him cut his own throat. What do you mean? Oh, hey, new title. Need to see someone about... Every single time someone makes a joke about that, I just have to remind you all that that's not what I wanted to say. I have to remind you all that actually, that is like part of their race, and you guys are being racist. And by you guys, I mean it's Beth. It's Beth. He has risen baby girl. Thanks, I hate it. I hate that a lot, actually. Xenos always comes back. What do you mean always? This is my first time meeting him. Well, seeing him return? I don't know. Oh my God, look at my armor. It looks so, okay, it actually looks pretty cool, but I like how it looked before that. Oh, because it was my actual level 70 Dark Knight gear set. Wait, I have a level 70 and level 60 gear set? Did I just not know this whole time? No, wait, actually, I think I'm just being dumb. Chat, don't question me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on. Leave me alone. Also, where's my... Did I have better hands already? I think I might have. I must have, right? Oh my God, my inventory is a mess. I need to chuck like half of this stuff into my glamour dresser. It's an absolute nightmare. What even does this look like? It looks pretty cool though. Okay, no more distractions. Oh, wait. Rogue Ninja Viper. Archibald Machinist Dancer. Conjure White Mage Scholar, whatever. That was the same thing, right? Oh no, that's the other. I didn't realize the main quest stuff just chucks eye level 370 at me. I spent like a good hour or so, a couple of streams back, grinding Tomestones of Poetics so I could increase my eye level so I could finish the Hildebrand quests. And you're telling me not even 2 main story quests later on, it just chucks me the armor set that would have been able to give me the eye level I needed for the raid anyway? The trial? That tracks. Honestly, that tracks. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. I should have expected it though, because the Hildebrand trial was like end of expansion. So obviously they're going to expect it to be after you've already done the main story quests and are geared up from the main story. But I was impatient. I wanted to do the Hildebrand quests now. I just didn't realize I could have actually just waited 2 main story quests and done them anyway. You toast off. Peachy, welcome back again. Good morning, question mark. Don't worry, you missed nothing because I spent the entire, 40 odd minutes just yapping. I found out Xenos was alive and that's about all we realized. That was it. That's all we got. Welcome back. The Domins are coordinating the efforts of the Blue Cogent. Oh, why is my nose running now? Okay, cool. They're gonna stop summoning summons from summoning. Yeah, oh, true. Yes, the diplomat Asahi has a punchable face, and we don't like him. Actually, Peachy, I don't know if you were there. Did I tell you about how I came up with this really convoluted, like, story plot that I thought was gonna happen, where Asahi was actually the good guy, and he got like assassinated by the Garleans to stop peace from happening, and then actually it just turns out that no, lol, Asahi is just a bad person. And that was the big reveal that I should have expected, but I didn't, because I made up a cooler reveal that didn't happen. Yeah, well, that happened. Sorry to repeat it for everyone else in chat, but Peachy had to know, you know. The popularized sent word of vessel-bearing Doman conscripts is soon to arrive. Okay, so they're gonna still do the exchange. Nope. Well, now you know. It was really convoluted. If you want to know more, I can tell you off stream. Yatsi's memory is not returned yet. Okay. The wise possessor condition. Oh my god, what if we go back and she's remembered everything? If the demons of missing changed her mental state, it would be better if Asahi weren't the one to spot it. I agree. Because if he does, that would be bad because he'd want her back. This is the wrong way. I also have no idea where I actually am going because I didn't check. And I'm gonna walk out in here and be bombarded by blue quests I'm not doing. Oh, this is an off-art anyway. Where the fudge is... Hold on, wait. There we go. Why that map isn't easier to access, I will not understand. Because, like, look. I was going to teleport. That was a bad time to... bad time to look at that. Like, I don't think I can actually access... Oh, wait. Hold on. What? Wait. Wait. I can just click it. Chat, I did nothing. I said nothing. You didn't hear anything from me. Okay? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Hello. Let me in. This room is so empty. Like, just decorate it. Put some furniture in. You don't... There's not even a chair in this room. Is this just... Wait, is this actually just the entire building as well? No, I'm getting distracted. It concerns Gassetsu as you've observed he's returned from his ordeal, the worse for wear. He's recently collapsed. Oh my god, wait, is he actually going to die? Confined to bed and grumbling, he's shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you. Right, yes, well. He lied, so... Let's go say hi to Gassetsu, the guy who died but not actually, and made me mad both times. Imagine if they give him a third death scene here, well, a second death scene technically, and I still don't enjoy it. Plot twist, Yotsuyu poisons him right now.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself.
You say that, but you are literally gonna let her feed you. Don't lie.
I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
Hey, buddy, okay?
A persimmon.
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
Do you have guests? I still expect Yotsuyu to just kill him. She'll get her memories back, but still act like a child and then just feed him poison. He's gone.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... A gross exaggeration.
I guess that's it. Don't let your pride get in the way, okay?
A trifle drain from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
What?
Gosetsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
Like, I didn't think it was meant in that way, but the fact that Alize's mind jumped straight to that was so funny.
My lady, I assure you, this is not.
We're all just looking at him.
Them. We need to wash you. You stink.
You're all idiots. Honestly.
What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's when he was fighting you, actually. One of them is a bullet wound that you did, believe it or not.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man.
Oh my god, wait. She remembers. Thank you for the bits.
Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
She's remembering. She remembers shooting him.
But leave me be, woman. I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Oh my god, Gosetsu, you calm down. Don't be so mean. Wait, why are we laughing at that? That was so mean. That was rude. Why is that funny? I didn't realize I was a gun. I had to zoom in. That's yep, that's what she did. That's what she did, Layla. I wonder if like that was just like a... It seemed like it was probably just like a vision, like a memory that just came to her, but she doesn't have the context. She doesn't know what was happening. She doesn't know what she did. Like, I'm hoping that was the case at this stage. Because that didn't seem like a, oh, I've got my memories back, I know who I am type thing. It was just like a, I saw some vision of something. Like, you know? She'll get them back though, for sure. They make a convincing pair. On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire, her a model grandchild. That they do seem like that, yeah. For her to suddenly be watching over him, you couldn't make it up. Yeah, true. Gosetsu was like, not even a few quests ago, actually looking after her. The man can carry on further. He's pushed himself beyond the limits. He'll never again be the warrior he was once. Oof. That's rough. If Yotsuyu is feigning that she has me filled, I agree. However, if you really have your memory back and you know you've been taking care of someone that is your enemy for a long time by doing those sorts of things, if you are really motivated to want to then be evil and kill him again, you will keep him close. You will gather like the evidence you need. You will spend time acting in that position for the payoff, right? Like that's what you do as a spy, right? This is no pretense. Hi, Yuri. Why did I say Yuri? Yugiri. Oh, God, it's been a week. I've missed a whole syllable. I've been spying on Sue from the shadows, waiting for the misstep to betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slept. She was in character from the first. I've watched as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She'd taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right then as a child's game. Dang. Such a shame she's just getting her memories back now. I have a feeling that when the Garleans come and look at Suyu, they're going to, like, she's going to get all her memories back right then and there. And it will be bad. But boy, I can't wait. I forgot I got this freaking Chocobo armor set thing. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I was wondering if I had to travel to a new area. I don't. I don't. I could just use the Aethernet shard. It's fine. Okay, I'm actually gonna be back soon in like a couple of minutes. I need to refill my glass of water because it's empty. A bottle of water thing. I need to refill that because it's empty. I need to have a stretch. I need to get something to eat because I'm hungry. So I'll be back in like a couple of minutes. I'm back. Hi. Sorry, I'm here now. I got very distracted looking at my phone. As you tend to do. But I'm here, and I promise I won't do it again. Maybe. Okay, let's get this prisoner transfer done and see what... I've also already drank like half my freaking glass of water too, so like that was so pointless. Oh no, Suyu's missing. It's almost like she got her memory back, maybe, possibly. I'd believe it though. Did it mean her memories have returned? She's scouring the streets as we speak, but it's possible Suyu's left the Enclave altogether. How? She would have had to take a boat back. Would the boatman have let her go? Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? I do not rightly know. I think yes. Now you mentioned it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bess was hidden, but I remember her hand to help her to abate. Why is new fallen snow? Was she someone important who had done something wrong? It's not your fault though. I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease. That's such a good response to... Instead of being like, no, you've done nothing wrong, but she escaped me to get her. Like, that would make him feel like something's wrong. So being all like, no, we just wanted to catch our guest. That was so... Nice save, you know? I wouldn't believe it, but like, nice try. I think I'm just gonna get the healing. I know that my white mage is like so much better than that, but I think I can at least upgrade the head, right? Yeah, everything else fudging sucks, but the head is good. Although I will hide the hat because I don't like how that looks. I need to clean up my goddamn inventory. This is a disaster. So bad. Am I gonna do anything about it? No. Well, I am gonna do one thing about it. And I think that one thing is gonna be taking the money so I don't have any more food that I'm not using. Like, look at all this food that I'm not using. I'm wasting it. Okay. The responsibility for disappearance lies with me, but I would ask your aid nonetheless. Yeah, let's go look for, what's her face? Let's see. What if her memories haven't returned, but she just remembers shooting Gesetsu and feels really guilty about it, so decided to leave? Like, what if that happened? What if that's what it is? You know? We can only hope. Why is there a freaking... Oh, that's probably just a... Okay, yeah. That's what it is. Lol. Hello, friend. Seen no such travel. I'm most sorry. Dang. Around here, maybe. Where? No. Behind here. Behind here. Is there an inside? Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding? There's an inside the building. I'm actually so stupid. There's like a giant building with an open door and I didn't see it. There's one on the way back from the fishing trip. She'd crossed the shallows east and was heading in the northeasterly direction. She doesn't know where she's going though. We'll get her. We'll catch her. We'll get her easy. So quick, so fast. I see any of these freaking Lupin and I'm like, Wolf Burglar? Is that the Wolf Burglar? No. They're just Lupin. No sign of Yotsu, perhaps she's further northeast. Does this have unique mount music? that's generic. So sad. In the bamboo, maybe. But she's further northeast. Do you think she went back to the town slash city? Surely not. Who's that? Oh, someone is scared as hell. What happened here? What happened here? Hope games are going well. They are going well. How are you, Peachy? Are you surviving? Are you okay? Do you feel like collapsing yet? Lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you find a familiar looking wide-brimmed hat. Okay, but what about this girl freaking out? They're trying to eat me. Oh, this is for this This is for this. This is for the fate. No, that's more than okay, Peachy. That's more than okay. You enjoy your post-holiday journey? Question mark? Post-holiday relaxation? Words are hard. Oh, but yeah, I was thinking it's the fate. There's this guy over here. It's the fate. I thought it was related to the story and I got excited. We found her hat. And I already drank all the water. Lay, hello, I hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry that your brain is being mean. You need to kick your brain for me. And also your brain needs to do better than that. You need good vibes? We got plenty of vibes. Hope it helped. You're welcome. But I hope you feel better soon, Lay. Feel free to lurk all you wish. Our search and surroundings is yielded naught, save this chance reunion with you. Well, I don't need to ask anything, because I know that she's been here. You're off to London tomorrow for an Iron Maiden concert. So, here's the thing. Me with my not knowing any music, I saw Iron Maiden, and my immediate thought was literally the fudging physical Iron Maiden things with the spikes. And I was like, ooh, you're gonna see an Iron Maiden? That's so cool. And then you said concert, and I was like, oh, that's less cool. No, but that's so fair, PG. I know you have a lot of unpacking to do too, and like a lot of relaxing, and probably like, I actually have no idea how far away you went, so I don't know if there'll be any jet lag, but you'd be just exhausted from the holiday in general, so I get it. You need to take that time to relax and go to concerts. Alize's gone to the cash gym. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Hien shortly thereafter. Okay. I have found things. Times was the same. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. So it'd just be like general just exhaustion from running around the world. I'm dying. But I get it. She's just waltzing in?
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Oh no. She just wanted to get some food for Getsetsu?
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
Oh, this is so bad.
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge.
Am I gonna step in? I can see this. Am I gonna run up and be like, no, she's lost her memories? They're not gonna like that either way. Hien's got some explaining to do. Having a fully grown woman behind you on the flight back being idiots punching the back of your chair. Oh my god. God forbid someone doesn't get the goddamn ticket they wanted.
She
right?
couldn't have survived.
Oh no, she remembers him. Oh no.
What did I do?
As if you don't know.
Oh, I love this scene. Like, I hate it because, like, I'm so empathetic to them, but I love that this is happening. Like, from a story point of view, you know? You can pay to choose your seat, so you'd pay for them. So, God, people are so entitled. That's all I need to say. I think we understand.
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
That's why you love reading entitled people stories. I hate it because it gets on my nerve far too much. Like, I actually get annoyed at it. I get angry. Like, I don't act on the anger, but like, it hurts me inside and I get very upset, you know? It's wild to think what some people can get away with, and that makes me angry. Like, people will be so entitled and they'll be so horrible, and they'll be absolute jerks with absolutely no understanding or respect or care for those around them. And nothing will happen to them. I do like seeing it when they do get punished though. That's always fun. I love that. That's a nice resolution. But like all the time, like half the time when I read those stories, not even half the time, more than half the time when I read those stories, they just get away with it. And it's not a good feeling. So nice guys, nice girls. Just anyone like that makes me sad and mad. So I can't stand it. So I'll read the stories, but I won't be very happy, you know?
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate.
When I was acting like a 13-year-old, she looked about 25, having a meltdown. It was funny when her mum said no, she wasn't buying her a toasted sandwich. Oh my God. Wait, one of them was acting like a 13-year-old but looked 25. But then she was having a meltdown because her mum wouldn't buy a toasted sandwich. How old was she then? Because you're right, acting like a 13-year-old. But also, like, she couldn't have been too old because she was upset her mum wouldn't buy something for her, right? So, like, I don't know. Look, 25.
But it would seem the Kami had other plans. By some miracle,
I just
both
hate it
she and
anyway.
Gosetsu was spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsugu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
She's gonna say not everything.
Lies! Lies, my lord! She would say anything to escape punishment!
Oh
What does it
no.
matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice!
Oh, this is so
I beg of you,
hurtful.
Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then, it's all true.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is...
You're sorry? And what? We're supposed to forgive you?
He's gonna forgive her though. Or she. He. I don't know. Kids.
Yeah, there's no need to cry.
Kids and their genders. He gave her the fruit.
Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Love this kid.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman
Kids
shall
can
be known
absolutely
as
be
Tsuyu
rude as hell.
and treated as a citizen of
But
Doma.
that's what makes a moment like this so powerful. Because this kid has no ulterior motives. He's got no, like, they're not hiding anything. They're not being, like, you know, two-faced. They say it how they see it, right? They say things how they see them. And I respect the hell out of that.
I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands and suffer her to live, for now.
They don't. They haven't yet developed the anxiety. They haven't yet suffered a mental breakdown or been diagnosed with a mental condition. Look, I'm just saying it how it is.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
This is nice. I'm glad that her memories are returning, but she's still not, like, becoming an evil person. Because, like, that's the thing, right? Like, your memories make you who you are, and they define who you are, and they form your personality. So when you lose your memories, obviously your personality could absolutely change. Well, I say obviously. Maybe it's not obvious. Personality is, after all, still a different part of the brain than where your memories are. But I can understand that if you don't have your memories and you've been changed to be a fudging child, like what happened to Yotsuyu, that when you get your memories back, the question of, well, is their personality also going to return remains? Because if you remember suddenly everything that happened over the course of your entire life, would your personality also not shift? Because again, it's your memories and your experiences that form who you are. Then again, she didn't suddenly remember her whole life. She's just seen snippets of how cool she was. So I like that they've taken the angle of, oh, she feels incredibly horrible over it. They've been better avoided, but at least it did not end in bloodshed. And judging by her reaction, she remains oblivious to events of her former life. What do you mean, judging by her reaction, she remains oblivious? Her very first words out of her goddamn mouth were, so what I've seen is true? It really happened? What? Maybe it was the first few words of that. So what I've seen. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. He's oblivious, but I'm fine. It seems it was an offhand request to get Tetsu's Bronto here. She came in search of a persimmon. Taking longer around, but let us continue in our meeting with the ambassador. Can't wait to see how this goes. Sorry. Am I gonna sneeze a second time? Maybe. My body can't freaking decide if I'm gonna sneeze or not. Here's the answer is no. Fate discovered nearby. I'm going to ignore it. The fate's fate is to be ignored. I was wondering if I could fit a third fate in that sentence. I can't. But I tried. I guess I've arrived. It's time to meet with the ambassador. Oh, let's go. Let's see how this goes. I'm so keen to see the ambassador get fudged over. Why has he still got that evil punchable smirk?
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
Oh, wipe the fudging act, okay? The fate of the fate's fate is to go ignored. But
a pleasure to see you too, Ambassador.
Fate of the fate.
Forgive us our late arrival.
See, my problem with that, Dynadumi. Great attempt, by the way. Love it. The reason I didn't say it though is because I'm like, you say the fate of the fate, so you've already mentioned the fate's fate. So by saying the fate of the fate's fate is like, you're saying that the fate has a fate. It's like, I was like, that's just like, that's doubling up. It's doubling up. And so I didn't do it because I was like, I'm still like questioning if it works. Cause like the way you said it, it still sounds good. But like in my brain, I'm like, but it's just the same thing. The fate of the fate's fate. Ah! I don't know why I'm losing my mind over this. It's fine. It's fine. We can move on. I can totally not have this bother me the rest of the stream. We're okay. Thank you, Dino. Thank you.
You have our people aboard the airship?
Fate of the fate. No, this is gonna bother. I'm gonna keep thinking this through my head. The fate has a fate, and its fate is to be ignored. No, I get it, which is why I'm like second guessing, because I'm like, is it actually doubling up to refer to the fate's fate twice, or are you actually saying the fate of the fate itself has its own fate? And I'm trying to like logic that out. I'm like, does that work? Can the fate of something in itself also have a fate? I would argue that no. Because that's like saying, and hear me out here, that's like saying the future of the future. Which, like, on the one hand, the future doesn't have a future because it's all still just the future, right? You don't have a future of the future. So on that instance, I want to rule it out, but I can't because our understanding of the future evolves. And so where we say the future now might not be how we see the future in like 10 years time. Like 10 years ago, our perception of the future was like, you know, fudge, I don't have a good example, but like my point is that like the future as a concept can have its own future because the concept of something can also evolve. And so while the future can't have a future, our concept of the future can have a future. So can you do the same thing with fate? Like fate itself can't have a fate because that's still just fate. I'm really going like way down this rabbit hole of something that is completely irrelevant to everything, and I am going so sidetracked, but I'm losing my mind over it. If you're referring to the future, you're referring to a certain block in time in the future. But you'd have to specify that you're referring to a particular point, right? You'd have to say 5 years into the future, or like... But by saying the future itself, you're just talking about the future broadly, from now until the literal end of time, if it exists. So to say the future of the future without specifying the particular future in the first place doesn't do that. But then also, as a second note as well, if you're then specifying a certain point in the future specifically, like a certain block of time, like you said, why would you then say, oh, the future of that block of time? Because that doesn't make sense. Because then why are you saying the future 5 years from now, but the future of that 5 years from now? That's just like, well, then don't say 5 years from now. Say like 20 years from now. Say like the future. I'm losing my mind. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to like criticize you. That was not the point. The point was more so that I am losing my goddamn mind over something stupid like this. Thank you, you're welcome. This is so dumb. This is the sorts of things I think about.
Exactly as agreed.
I don't know why.
You in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the self-same spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Anyway.
Indeed.
I'm fine. I've recovered. I'm okay.
Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
I'm 100% expecting her now to just blurt out, I remember things. Is she gonna do it?
So I see. But all need not necessarily be lost.
Uh-oh.
In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
I took the liberty of turning this peace mission with known actors into an ambush. Ha ha ha! What a jerk. Watch it be fudging Xenos himself. Xenos just fudging flies down like, haha, gotcha. Good day.
Ah, Yotsuyu. You look well.
You specify because the fate is a thing and its fate is something we're ignoring, therefore the fate of the fate is to be ignored by us. But see, this is my point, right? Is like it confused me. My brain's overwhelmed. I can't think that through. I can't think it through. that's you lost me there, Dino. You lost me there. Sip. Oh no, Lay. Don't sip water at me. She remembers them? Oh my god, she's having a flashback. But how can she be having a flashback?
Of all the people.
Who are they?
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
I feel like it will bring back sweet, sweet trauma. Which is exactly what she's remembering. What a fudging jerk. Oh no, she remembered now.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
Yeah, you run along. Take your persimmon to Gosetsu. Get out of here, Yotsuyu. Get out of here.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient.
Yeah, because you're a jerk.
You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family.
I merely
Lest you
traumatized
doubt,
my sister.
I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of
Yeah,
good.
hi. She's not acting viceroy anymore. In fact, I'd say she's very much not acting. Also not acting as a viceroy. She is neither. You actual dummy. You dummy dum dum. Don't you touch her. Okay, take your dumb mirror then. Don't give it back. She doesn't want it.
Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
I don't think calling him punchable is enough. Punching him won't bring me enough satisfaction. If Yotsuyu punched him though, that would be great. You're a fudging monster. Ritsuki, no! No! You are a fudging monster. I'm sorry, I still haven't changed your sound effect. I've been at work all week. I've not had time. I'll do it this weekend. Worst sibling award? No, don't give him an award.
With the exchange as planned then.
Don't even give him an award. He doesn't deserve any recognition.
Very good. The structure across
Very
the river
good.
should serve
Shut
our
your
needs.
face.
We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Retsky, why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Agreed. Until
Why are
then,
you like this?
Ambassador.
He's also a jerk. I can stop. Well, Yotsuyu can't because she's lost her memory and she's no longer dummy anymore. I'm sorry, Retsky. Yotsuyu is not dummy mummy anymore. She's not even mummy anymore. She's acting like a child. I'm so sorry. Your entire, everything you loved about her has been stripped away. So sorry. You just have to settle for the brother. That was such a dirty trick. Yeah, I saw that one coming, Retsky. We at least put the Matsuyu's future to rest. I've sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Gosetsu's precious persimmon. I'm more concerned now that she's gonna turn evil. Her memories have been coming back, but she's pushed past all of those because they weren't the source of her trauma. They didn't make her who she was. They were after she already was that person, right? But the trauma of seeing her parents who treated her horribly and did form her childhood and cause her to become who she was, that's more concerning because that led to her being the person she was. You know what I mean? Please, I'm just saying I know you, Retsky. Unfortunately, I know you. Oh, we're just gonna teleport back here. You're okay with her being evil? Yeah, you would be. Oh, wait, that's what the please was. You're saying pleases and please become evil. Right, okay, I see. I get it. Okay. Are we gonna go back and see Gosetsu got poisoned? By a poisoned persimmon?
Gosetsu, are you awake?
Is Yotsuyu not actually in there? We thought
Hello.
Yotsuyu was gonna return
Come
to
in,
him, but
come
she's
in.
not here. Uh-oh, Spedios. Or maybe she did. Maybe she came in and already gave him the persimmon. And then everything's okay. The end.
When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red
Okay,
from
she
weeping.
did return.
She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
She saw her fudging parents.
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
I would disagree with that, sir. You can't just be like, she's
Yotsuyu
probably
was
fine.
mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
It wasn't even a trick, it was planned.
I like this Asahi less and less.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't like him at all in the slightest, actually. Like, in the slightest.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma.
We should like him.
Our
No,
primary
we
concern
should
now
not.
is to hand over the prisoners
He's
without
manipulative
incident
as
and bring
fudge.
our people safely home.
And a horrible person.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention.
The mirror, right? Why am I so judgmental? We have literally seen him do unspeakably horrible things. Like, I don't know, torment his sister with her fudging abusive foster parents. And tell us to our face that he hopes that we and what was the wording he used? All of our savage friends die or something? I don't remember the thread exactly, but like he called us savages and he hated us. Like what, siblings? No. Not normal sibling behavior.
I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder.
I'm ashamed I did not see any crates in the castrum because I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. I was too focused on Asahi and Yotsuyu.
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
No. I fear something worse. Poisoned food supplies.
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not.
Crystals.
The
There's
we
no
should be
way.
on our guard for other acts of treachery.
What if the boxes were filled with crystals? Yeah, crystal meth. Exactly. They're actually planning on a primal being summoned the whole time.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Oh my god, she's gone a second time. What a fudging surprise. You could have seen that one coming.
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her.
Oh my
a
god,
room
Hien,
instead
you
of
can't start
yourself.
blaming yourself every single time something goes wrong.
She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties.
So last time they thought she escaped. She had simply wandered outside, she had misunderstood. We now know she's gotten a lot of her memories back, including trauma from her parents. And now Hien's like, oh no, she was probably just wandering. She's perfectly fine. She's okay. Get your priorities straight. Now is the time we should be panicking. We should be panicking now. Then again, I'm so prone to panicking anyway, but like now I feel like would be an acceptable time to panic. Yotsetsu's gonna get up, isn't he? He's not gonna be content sitting around while Yotsuyu's roaming. He's gonna want to help. And then Yotsuyu's gonna kill him because her memories are back. I'd actually be okay with that death. That's a death I can get behind. Also, I run funny.
Help.
Oh no. Did Yotsuyu? They were like in like the. Uh-oh.
Help.
Wait, Asahi's father. Why? What happened? Okay, Yotsuyu's running. He probably just wants to get away. I don't think she's evil. She's just upset. Yeah, she's really upset. She's not evil.
If only I hadn't remembered.
Yeah, she feels guilty. Why does she have a sword with her? Why does she have a dagger with her?
He should hate me.
Oh!
But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
I'm okay with this character development. She remembers everything and she feels really bad rather than deciding to be evil again.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
Now I want to know why they're injured. Did they attack her? Did she get so traumatized she killed them out of, like, fear? Like, I want... They approach her. She says, get back. Nope.
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
Why are you here?
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery.
Are they blaming her for the fact that they traumatized the hell out of her as a kid? And made her who she is?
You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure.
You know what? I'd be okay with her killing them right now.
We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine.
Right, they're upset with her because she
don't deserve this.
Lost her memory and isn't as evil as she used to be.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems
She goes, even the parents die, it's worth it. It
when
is
she
a...
scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament.
Yeah, he sounds reasonable. More so than usual.
You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
No, you know what? I'm okay with her stabbing him. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Oh, that's an evil laugh. Oh no. I've just been okay with her stabbing him, but not with the evil laugh.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be.
I'm very upset with this. I much preferred it when she remembered who she was, but felt really guilty about it and felt horrible. I much preferred that rather than, oh, my parents are evil, therefore the world is horrible and I'm gonna be evil again. Like, come on, give us complicated writing.
Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it.
And now I'm upset again because even though this is not my preferred outcome, there is psychology backing this exact way of thinking. This is a psychologically proven thing that happens to people where they will become the very things that society expects them to be and says that they are. If people tell someone, oh, you know, you're a horrible person, you're a criminal, you do all these horrible things, the person who they're saying that to will eventually just decide, you know what, fudge it, if the world sees me as a criminal anyway, I may as well be a criminal. Like, that sort of mindset is so proven in psychology. So I can't even be mad at this outcome because it's realistic. And I hate that. I'm so upset. I didn't want her to be evil. I'm not mad that you got what you want. I'm mad that I didn't get what I want.
To the very depths I have sunk. My soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice. But I need no such mask.
Maybe we can fix her, chat. Maybe we can fix her. Maybe she can still be forgiven. Maybe we can just come back and be like, no, think about how Gosetsu took care of you. Think about how he made sure that you were okay and how we were all so nice and careful and we saved you from the village and we showed them that you can be different. Think about what we've done to help.
Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world?
Man.
For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma.
Wait, no, Doma forgave you. You literally saw the villagers not even like an hour ago all forgive, well, maybe not forgive you, but they all were like, they all felt bad. You apologized to them. How do you go from like being best buddies to Gosetsu and feeling so guilty over everything you've done to literally no less than 30 seconds later being like, oh, actually none of those memories mattered. We're just going to ignore them. I'm going to be evil again. Hooray. Like, come on.
And it begins with you!
Yotsuyu!
What? I'm not mad that they're dead. They deserved it. She's a bit fragile.
No!
He gave her a knife. And now she's tasted the rush of blood, and there's no going back. Horrible parents. Absolutely horrible parents. Oh, it's Asahi. Oh, you fodger. I hope he gets stabbed too.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
I hope he gets stabbed as well for what he's done to her.
Brother dearest, what a surprise.
Like, he wasn't there. He's worse. Oh, he's absolutely worse. That's why I hope he also gets stabbed.
You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their
You want them
deaths.
to stab me? You would, Retsky. I'm not surprised.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power
Yeah,
to
she yearns for the vengeance to murder you. I hope. What is that mirror? Like, it's not just a mirror. There's got to be something special about it, right? Like, there's...
Please. I don't want to die.
You should have thought about that before you made a monster out of your fudging daughter. No, don't be upset that they're dead, Mimely.
Any sign of her?
Oh, yeah, we got big problems.
What happened here?
Yotsuyu's back.
I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother?
Your Lala radar was not mistaken. Hi, Don. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Your Lala
Whatever he
radar was
wants with
indeed
her,
very accurate.
He was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives.
Of course he was, because he's a horrible jerk.
But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
He's just misunderstood. No, I'm so upset that Yotsuyu's back to her evil ways, man. I was really hoping she'd learn the values of like kindness and forgiveness and love and like, man, so sad. Oh, Asahi is absolutely a jerk, but you see Retsuki here absolutely loves the hell out of Yotsuyu, who he calls Dommy Mummy. We don't question it. And the brother, because they're both horrible people, and Retsuki... I don't want to say the next words that were going to come out of my mouth. We're just gonna leave it at that and say Retsuki has certain things he likes, and just ignore... It's okay. Well, look. We're gonna move on. We've recovered their remains and we'll hold the cremation. Why? Why would we? Break the news, Getsetsu? Yeah. Getsetsu is gonna be... Look. The only story beat I will accept... There are two story beats I will accept at this point. One of them I will prefer more than the other. Okay? Story beat number 1. Yotsuyu has a moment of realization where she realizes that actually she sees Gesetsu again because, let's be honest, Gesetsu's gonna get up. He's gonna go searching for her. We know that. So two things are gonna happen. One, Yotsuyu sees Gesetsu pleading and has second thoughts and realizes that actually love wins and she should be all nice and friendly and blah, 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 blah. That's not gonna happen. So the only other outcome I will accept, is that Yotsuyu sees Gesetsu and just fucking stabs and kills him. And I don't know why I would love that so much, because I like Gesetsu as a character. I just also got so mad by his first death not death scene that I would really just like him to get an actual proper death for real this time. You know what I mean? I want justice for being robbed. Interesting. Yeah, listen, it's fine, okay? Like, I'm just saying... Those are the only outcomes I will accept, thank you. Oh my god, you mean I have to take one of these? What? Hold on a second. At level fudging 70, 71, whatever. At level 70, it can give me a grade 2 infusion of something, which gives me a maximum of 82 to a stat. A stat that I have over 1,000 of. Why would I care about an extra 82 vitality if I have over 1,200? I mean, again, I guess it is 8%. Actually, that is probably about 8%. But like, that's so minimal. That's like, it's like nothing. No, it's not 8%. Well, maybe it is. It's so small is my point. It's tiny, okay? It's tiny. It's 5-ish%. It's tiny. It's actually probably closer to about 7 or 8%. So like, it's accurate, but it's just like, it seems like absolutely nothing, you know? It seems like the smallest increase. That's what she said. Okay, like, listen here. Shut your face. Like, you're right. Like, 8% is actually like a huge buff. Like, that's a big buff. But 82 just seems so small compared to 1,200. And I know that 8%, it is 8% approximately. And I know it's an actual like big value, but it just seems so pointless. And I don't know why. I don't. It's bugging the hell out of my brain and I can't accept it. This whole, though, to be fair, my brain has been messed up this whole night. I've been like freaking out over the smallest and stupidest things. So that's happening, I guess. Okay, Yotsuyu's regained a memory turned to the Imperial Fold. It is by any measure a cool tryst, not least for Gesetsu. Yeah, we're bound to surrender Yotsuyu into Gali should her condition improve prior to the other exchange. Look, that's a fair point. We still need to go through with the prisoner exchange. But my god, I hate it, you know? But I can't accept the unconscionable lengths to which he went to achieve this outcome. Absolutely. Can't be trusted, and as to say nothing of the unexpected containers he insists on bringing to the meetings. What are in those... What are in the containers? What is in the containers? What is in those containers? Okay, escape route. Inspection? I am a duck! Don, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying hanging out here, even though I'm losing my goddamn mind. Wouldn't I like to know? I would actually, yes. Like, don't spoil it for me though. I'm just simply stating I can't wait for the game to reveal what's in those containers that I absolutely suspect to be crystals. Not to be confused with what Retsky expects to be crystal meth. Like, I fully believe, I actually 100% believe that they are crystals because and hear me out here. Sorry, shut up. Because my thought process, right, is that Asahi, or whatever the fudge Jerky McJerksface's name is, bringing crystals to the meetings in the hope that he will somehow incite a primal to be summoned. Then he can turn around and say, you broke the deal, you said no primals. We're going to, there's going to be no peace here. And then he's going to turn around and pieces out the window, and then the prisoner exchange fails and everyone dies, and that's what happens. That is my prediction. Also, somewhere along the lines, Gasetsu gets killed too. Bye, Yotsu. That's my analysis of the situation. I have some experience of Imperial facilities and should better take the time for the worst. I'd hope to be at least some use. Yes, I agree. Ah, fudge, I skipped the fudging thing by accident. We'll need to ship the ferry conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate. A Confederate, whatever the fudge that is, would require only a single run and leave us less vulnerable on the water. Yes, you go, Alizé. I trust you with my whole life. Oh, apparently I'm going to. I suppose not. I guess I'll go as well. I quite fancy parlaying with pilots again. It's a shame Lise won't be there to reprise her role. True, we just fudging left Lise and go back. Well, we didn't leave her. She left us. She ditched us. She was like, I don't want to be a Scion anymore. That's not what happened. I'm just sad. Okay. The rule of Doma should not be seen consorting with common brigands. Why not? Hello? The ruler of Doma should be seen making allies against the Garleans wherever he can. I don't care if they're like pirates or whatnot. You want allies on your side? You get allies on your side. Like, you know? Maybe I'm naive. I don't know. Oh my god, Gasetsu's up, isn't he? I heard... Oh, wait. I heard a door open and close. It was Yugiri leaving. I'm just silly. Lisa's only in it for the glam. Look, I can't blame her. It was such a glow up. Much prefer... I can accept that, actually. She can keep that glam. After all, isn't that why we're all in this game? We're all here for the glam, right? Like, glam is the true end game, right? People don't play Final Fantasy for the story. They play it to complete the story so they can get the glam, right? That's how, no? People like it for the story? That's crazy. I thought that was just me. I'm gonna stop with this bad joke. My point is, I respect it. I need to refill my glass of water at some point soon. Maybe then the next ad break hits in like, oh, 3 fudging minutes, of course. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks. Hi, pirate friends. I haven't seen you in ages. What brings the noble lord of Doma to the company of Bildrat such as we? An alliance. We need help fighting the Garleans. If you've come to offer Doma chains in place of Garling ones, I'm afraid you've wasted... What? Why would we do that? Ian's like, haha. Yeah, we would love that, actually. It'd be so useful for us. Just kidding, we don't want you. I stand before you not to demand your fealty, but to request your aid once more. I'm going to really quickly gloss over this entire explanation, because the player already knows. Thanks, game. Maybe you're confused. Doma's liberation was a means to an end. We aided you only to save ourselves. Now we have no such incentive. We have sworn our oath to you and will not come running like hounds at their master's whistle. You know, fair enough. And I would not presume to treat you thus. I come to petition your cooperation as an ally of equal standing. Seems to be lopsided. Yeah, he's like, what equal standing? You're getting something from us? What are we getting in return, you know? Like, have you ever heard of doing the right thing, Alizé? You are horrible at negotiations. You are horrible at negotiations. They don't care about doing the right thing. You pay our tithe, you sail in peace, the nice I do, and we take it by force. We'll pull you out of the water if we see you drowning, but we're not in the business of doing something for nothing. Yeah, exactly. He is just looking at Alizé like, I don't know what you expected. We did not come here to moralize, we came to talk, and there's more to be said. Relative to your Doman-born brethren, we were among those conscripted into the army, and as you may be aware, we've recently negotiated for a return of said conscripts. Many, alas, will arrive to find no families waiting for them, no homes to grant them shelter. I would ask you to offer them a place in the Confederacy. You'd not be rescuing strangers, but welcoming brothers and sisters. So, hold on. So, not only did I have to help them against the Garleans, but he's also like, and also, you need to look after people that we can't, lol. Like, I know he's wording this in such a way as to say, we'll give you new recruits, but in actuality, what he's saying is, we need you to look after more people. And they can do work for you, but you're still looking after them. Like, and it's gonna work. Oh my god, it's gonna work. The losses we suffered are no secret, but since we drove the Aldoma, the Rubius here has come alive with traders and travelers. So many vassals attack, so few pirates attacks. You could do with some more hands on deck, and doubly if they're familiar with the inner workings of the Empire. Okay, so I guess it works because he played his cards right. He has the intel. Regret your request, we'll have your ship. You must do something for me. The vessel I have in mind was damaged during your battle with the Empire. Though we have mended her, she is yet to be declared seaworthy. Imagine if they're like, plot twists. Now you need to spend your time gathering resources with your crafters to repair the ship. Oh, we just need to check for weaknesses? That's it? Really? That was actually so simple. You guys can't, like, swim around the ship and look yourselves? Okay. Okay, then. So, but the different kind of restoration? Yes, but the difference is that was an optional quest and you didn't have to do it for the main story. At least, yeah, okay, that wasn't, I was gonna say, at least it wasn't main story when I did it, like, last year? Was it last year now? I don't remember. I've been in Stormblood for too long, I know this. Wait, no, it would have been longer than last year. Because I took, like, a big break from the game. Point still stands. And it's an ad break. Okay, well, so people don't miss the story. They just want to make a big fancy lord. So this is so true, Dino. That's exactly what they want. So people don't miss the story while Twitch does their mandatory, obligatory, whatever the fudge ad breaks. I'm gonna get my glass of water now, and come back shortly, so that way I'm hydrated and not suffering with a sore throat. So I'll be back, and no one will miss anything, and we'll all be happy. The end. Maybe. Hello friends, I'm back. Did you enjoy your weird little ads? Like, okay, firstly, this may be me being completely and utterly ignorant and not understanding, so I apologize. Why is an Air China ad topical? Cause I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm silly. AJ Retsky, what's up? What am I not seeing? Also, the toothpaste that's so funny. It's just like, hey Dino, go the fudge to sleep. Why is Schedule 1 on your wish list? Because I had friends telling me that I should play it. And I was like, okay, I'll put it in my wish list and I'll have a look at it later. And then I proceeded to not look at it later. And not only did I not look at it later, but I delayed looking at it for so long that it got taken off of the Steam store. Like, you just got it? Oh yeah, sorry, I should specify. It's no longer available to purchase in Australia. Because it had, because it doesn't have a rating, and games in Australia aren't allowed to be sold in Australia without a rating. And so Schedule 1 was pulled from the Steam store in Australia because it hasn't got its rating yet. I think they've applied for one, but it just hasn't got it yet, so they still can't sell it. Which is so funny and so stupid, but like also completely understandable. But also, there are so many games that go on the Steam store, right? There are so many games that go on the Steam store that are available to purchase in Australia that don't get rated in the Australian market, simply because like none of them think that they need to, right? Because a lot of people don't consider it. But Schedule 1 just got so big that it got recognition, and then the people in charge of the Australian rating board or whatever went, oh hey, this game's really big, people are playing it, it has no rating, take it off the store, and they fudging did. Like, why does... Gretzky, what the fudge? I suddenly no longer want to get the game. I'm taking it off my wish list. Dominus Fantasy China. Okay, no, that's fair point. I forget about that because I keep thinking about Kugane, and Kugane to me seems like Fantasy Japan. And I keep forgetting that Doma is not Kugane. So, I don't know why, like, I get confused by that. Like, just, why did they... Whatever. My point is, I get it now, thank you, Don. So, again, that's so funny with the toothpaste ad, I don't know why. Sorry, just a second, I heard something. It's okay, it's my sister arriving home. I didn't realize she was going to be home, so I was like, was that a door open? Is someone inside? Yes, it was my sister. Anyway, let's go swimming. Wait, where am I going? It's this way. Hello, ship. Suspect hull plank? It looks fine to me. You spot a small crack in one of the planks. I don't see it. I don't see it. No signs of damage. Cool. We're all good here. Hello, Ihana. Hi, sir. And the shipwright, apprentice shipwright. Did you find anything that might need attention? Plank had a hole in it, kinda. On the port side near the bow? Wow, I'm so glad my character knows what the port side is, because I get confused every time. Not so much anymore. I seem to have lagged behind. I could float in that gentle sea all day, but no visible cracking or holes. Cool. So just me. Your Lord Hien, the captain sent you to inspect the hull? Forgive us this discourtesy. This guy's like, oh my god, the captain is a horrible person. I enjoyed it. I take it you're of Doma. The Imperials took my father away after the uprising. I had nowhere else to turn. The Confederacy became my family. But someone told me they'd been released in the conscripts. Maybe my father will be among them. Not that I can go back. There's no leaving once you've joined. Oh no, that's so sad. Did he tell you a story? He babbles when he's nervous. Should his father be among the conscripts, I mean to give him the choice to leave this life. Oh, that's so kind of him. I was about to be so mad and fully expecting Hien to be like, you're keeping people here against their will. But no, he's like, listen, if he comes back, we'll let him go back to his life. And that's so nice. I've heard that those who join the Confederacy forswear all ties to the kin and homeland. Is that oath so easily put aside? If I allow it, of course. Of course, you are the dictator and the ultimate ruler and the choice maker and the etc. prophet. You say the words you mean them, but the yearning for home still lingers. My family is long dead and I know this life is my lot, but he has scarce dipped his toes with us. If there's a life for him in Doma, he should have the chance to leave it. I respect the hell out of that. He didn't even try to hide it either. He was just straight up like, Hien didn't even say anything. Like the guy came to us and said, did he tell you a story? Yeah, it's very sad. I'll let him go free, by the way. You don't need to ask. Like he could have absolutely, if obviously he's not that type of person, but if he was that person, he could have absolutely been like trying to like dodge around the question and like wait for Hien to bring it up just in case. Because maybe he never said anything to Hien. Maybe Hien doesn't know he was like sworn here. Like, anyway, my point is I respect it. Where am I going? All the way back. Back to the future. Not back to the future, there's no future here. Wait, no, that implies that the people here have no future. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry, I'm babbling. Let me in, something hair of my chin chin chin. I've forgotten the words. Confederacy has pledged to ship the ferries across the river. Now, which of these do I actually care to have? It's either... I probably feel... Is Vitality useful for a White Mage? Like, I know that Mind would be more useful. Or is it Intelligence? Oh, God, I don't remember. You almost think the captain sent us to look at the ship so we'd have the prompt to admit he'll let the kid go back to Doma if he wants it. So the captain sent us to the ship specifically to meet the kid, so that way we would know to look after him if his father's alive. Is that what you're saying? That's so incredibly thoughtful. But I doubt it. But that very well could be the case. Hold on. I think I'm going to take Mind. Hold on. Stats for White Mage. I think Mind is good for a White Mage, right? Stat Pro. It's either Mind or Intelligence, right? I have no freaking clue. Yeah, weapon damage, then Mind. Bam. I'm a healer first and foremost. Left Hakuro in charge. He'll say they're up the hour, pointing us, leaving us to run over. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Let's go do that prison exchange chat, which I've been saying for like 20 minutes now, but it's fine. Probably more than 20 minutes. It's fine. God, I hate how freaking long it takes to get anywhere. Look at this thing. God, I feel like it just takes so long to fly everywhere. Like, I know it's actually not that bad. It's probably only like a 20-second flight. Maybe 30 seconds. But it's like, I wish sometimes you could just go a little faster. Just a little bit. skipper. A party is assembled. Tarakos orders to be seen of exchange and whatever else Asahi has planned. Regardless of their intentions, we will bring our people home. Big bad captain can't outright admit he'll let people go, but if we happen to stumble upon a kid yearning for his father, he now has the opportunity to say an excuse for his fellow part, say the Demon Lord sort of kid for the sake of continuing negotiations. I love this analysis. I'm a little skeptical that the writers intended for that to be how that scene was written, because I feel like it was just meant to be a simple little scene where it's like, oh, you meet a guy and then you find out that actually the Confederacy is not so bad because the captain's nice inside and all happy and giddy and warm and whatever. But then the analysis is great. I'm just skeptical that's the intention. However, having said that, this game has done such a good job at actually writing like complicated things that I could believe it too. So now I'm like, I would love to believe that was the intention. It probably wasn't, but it could have been. And I guess I'll probably never know. However, I'm headcanoning that. That's my headcanon now. Class fantasy, magical DPS are more cerebral, therefore intelligence, and heals more intuitive, therefore mind. Ah, okay. Because I knew that like intelligence and mind were very close in terms of like logically when you think of it. So I'm like, what is the difference between intelligence and mind? Which one do you like? Which is for which? That makes a lot of sense though, right? If you're a magical DPS, like red mage, black mage, probably blue mage, I don't know, I haven't unlocked it yet. I can and scholar. Nope, not scholar, summoner. I can totally believe that it's from the study. Because all of them are actually, when you do their class jobs, they're all study based. Black mage, you learn from study. Summoner, literally all about books and study. Freaking red mage, you literally study like the balance between fudging white and black magic. Like that totally makes sense. Although, yeah, I was being like, that makes sense with white mage Asher, and then I was like, wait, scholars doesn't work like that. And then I read your message again. Yeah, it does fall apart for scholars. But it does make more sense because intelligence just feels better for a magic DPS, and mind is like presence. It's about... Actually, that's probably a helpful way to remember as well. The healers get presence of mind. Presence of mind. See, nailed it. Thank you, Don. We got there in the end. It also just fits well. Like the vibe just seems right generally as well, which is also very helpful. Let's do this prisoner exchange, I say for the 14th time. But are we gonna do the exchange? I will note that I recognize that was not an instance, so I know there's not gonna be a fight here, at least in the cutscene, or after the cutscene. There might be one like after the cutscene, like, you know? So it comes from the Arcanist DPS. Yeah. But I think that's what Don is saying, is it falls apart a bit because Scholar is about study, so it feels like it fit intelligence again, right? Even though it's not.
At last, the hour has come. The conclusion to these negotiations will mark a new beginning for Dorma and the Empire. A first step on the road to peaceful coexistence.
Chat, have you got your X buttons ready? Because we're going to doubt the hell out of what he's going to say right now. Just
Indeed.
Spam it.
We are ready to proceed with the exchange when you are. Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador, but is there a purpose to these containers you bring with you?
Oh, no, it's containers.
Oh, the supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of use in Dorma's restoration. I meant to gift them to you at our last meeting, but we had so much else to discuss.
The biggest of doubts. Nowhere in the negotiations nor the discussions did you ever offer, nor did we ever request you to give us stuff for the restoration. We agreed to a prisoner exchange, that is it. This is the most suspicious addition. Like, oh, out of the goodness of our hearts. Not only do we want to create this hesitant peace between our countries, but we're just gonna give you a bunch of free stuff? Don't question it too hard. Don't worry.
How very generous. I confess I had not expected such compassion welcome though it is.
He doesn't believe it.
But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had delivered herself into your custody ahead of time. A minor discrepancy I shall overlook in the spirit of the occasion.
Wait, one of our captives? So now you're admitting that your Setsu was a captive?
Are you perhaps referring to me, Lord Hien?
Uh-ohs. 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 Oh, she's back.
Yotsuyu.
Orphan of the Naiuri, widow of Sashihai, and acting viceroy of Dorma. You and your people are mine to govern, mine to punish.
Hey, Yotsuyu, what about all the things we did for you? What about how we looked after you and cared for you and tried to give you a second chance? What about all the good we've done for you despite your crimes? We could have killed you. We could have done it.
Well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the ambassador, you are free to return with him to the Empire.
What about all the Dango? What about Kasetsu? I'm still waiting for him to turn up.
Your authority as acting viceroy, however, is no longer recognized here.
Man, we could have killed you.
My position is not for you to decide, little lordling.
Oh, Hien's gonna die instead, isn't he?
The rule of the Empire must be purged. Such was the order given to me by Lord Xenos himself.
Guys, I think I just realized what was in the crates. It's a prisoner exchange, but they never confirmed the prisoners would be alive. Well, actually, they sort of did confirm they'd be alive, but I think there are corpses in those containers. I'm just not going to question why they can't smell them. Okay, we'll just say that they've overlooked that detail. We'll say they've overlooked it.
I will reign here in this putrid, pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken.
I don't know if I've mentioned this to you late, but I kind of got sick of FNAF after Scott Cawthon changed his fudging lore for the series for the 17th fudging time after Matt had made 43 FNAF theory videos. And Scott Cawthon didn't like how he kept getting them correct, so he kept changing the lore. And so game theory, I actually legit FNAF Scott Cawthon not only ruined my love for FNAF, but also for game theory, because I got sick of game theory milking FNAF every freaking video. I fell out of love with both of them because of that fudging horrible period. It legitimately makes me mad. Hi Quinn, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How are things? How are you? Which is so sad because I loved game theory. I loved it so much, but the milking of the FNAF theories bothered me to hell and back. And I just haven't been able to watch it since. It does. It gets milked so much. And like, I'm not going to blame them because game theory grew like fudge because of FNAF, right? Like they got heaps and heaps of subscribers. Like they blew up, right? It just sucks as someone who liked them beforehand to just see it become a FNAF theory channel. And then like, I just haven't been back to it since. I don't hate the fact that MatPat left and like other people took over, and I would love to give them a chance because I believe that they're all amazing hosts of each of their respective channels. It's just literally because of the fact of the whole FNAF situation that I haven't even wanted to touch game theory again anyway. You're good. I'm glad you're doing well, Quinn. I'm doing much better now. I am recovering. I'm still a little iffy, but I'm doing much better. So now I should have ended it for you. I disagree. I think Sister Location was pretty good too. But Sister Location was the last one, and I was like, I think after Sister Location, I was like, look, I don't have a problem with FNAF releasing more games. I have a problem with them constantly changing the lore because Scott Cawthon wants to be mysterious and have people work it out, and it being all complicated and all very like hard to understand. It's like, okay, if it's hard to understand, I love a mystery, love a good mystery. What I don't love is the consistent changing the lore because it keeps getting solved. You don't see why it was a problem with Matt actually figuring out the story. The new stuff now makes the lore even more weird. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't have an issue with Matt figuring out the story. I have an issue with the fact that a really big mystery was actually solved. I think that was phenomenally well done, and it's huge props to anyone who creates a complicated, mysterious lore for people to be able to actually figure out and solve it. I loved FNAF in Game 3 at that point. That was like peak. They then fudging ruined it by changing everything and saying, I didn't like how he solved it, so I changed it. Anyway. Either 3 or Pizza Simulator. I didn't even play Pizza Simulator. Those are the only two to probably wrap things up. I never played it. Sister Location I played and I enjoyed, but that was the moment where I was like, this isn't adding anything new, so I hadn't played since then. Now we're even questioning if Pizza Sim's ending is correct now. Wait, like, you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that you're still in on the FNAF lore? I don't hate you for that. What that means is I probably have like another in, because I do not want to like be part of the community. I don't want to watch game plays, but I want to know the tea. I want to know the fudging tea of how many more times Scott Cawthon's going to change the lore. Like, give me the tea. You go Henry, Emily. Not a fudging clue what that is. No clue what that means. Not an inch. Not a single one. Though having said that, having you now saying the words Henry and Emily, I do remember vaguely seeing a post about people like being like, did they change the lore about Henry and Emily? Like, this doesn't fit anymore. And now I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. You just watch videos sometimes. That's more than me. New game recently. That's the other reason why I've been seeing posts pop up again, is because there was a new game released. Some guy just trapped all the animatronics in one building and set the thing alight. Wait, but that fits the old lore. That fits, doesn't that fit what we found out in FNAF 3 or something about the PTO being burned down or something? Like, that's where Springtrap, that's why he's, yeah, that fits that. Don't tell me they changed, fudging. Sorry, I like throwing, like, it's literally like a clip. Like, it's a clip for like food containers or whatever. Like, like, I love throwing this because it does no damage, but it's still dramatic as hell. But my point is, like, the reason why I love lore in video games and I love mysteries and I love figuring things out, I am a huge lore nerd, both versions of the definition. Huge lore nerd, right? So I love when lore is consistent and I hate it when they change it. So that's why I'm mad at FNAF. Ray, hello, how are you? Look at her chin. I have not been intentionally looking at her chin, but now that I am, I'm gonna skip to the next scene. I don't like it. But welcome in, Ray. I hope you're doing well. What is that? What did you give her? Pizza Sim's ending is after 3. Yeah, no, I know it's after 3, but like it fits, right?
I will spew forth darkness and drown all in eternal
Yeah, it's some
night.
retcon. Exactly. I hate that.
Above you I shall shine, uncaring, cold and distant.
The real question?
As the moon.
Uh-oh. I'm scared of the question. I think I know what the question. I knew it! I fudging knew it, chat! I called it! I said they were crystals! I said they were crystals! I said they were gonna summon Primal! I said they were gonna ruin the peace! I was right! Sorry, I got very excited about actually being fudging correct.
What has she done?
Haha, I know the story! I can see the future! Anyway, where's your attorney? Recovering. And also, being back at work, that's where I am. I'm back at fudging work now, Quinn. It's sad. You ready for Dummy Mummy 2.0? I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't.
This is a summoning.
Yeah, it's a fudging summoning. We're so back. Oh, I hate it. I don't want to be back. Redsky better be so happy about this. So here's the question. Is this going to be like an Ice Heart situation? Is she going to become the Primal, or is she the sacrifice for the... Like, what's... The not like this contingent? The what? Oh, the emote. I'm silly. Sorry. What's the moon got to do with it? Are you going to blow up the fudging moon? Is the moon Dalamud 2.0? Is the second moon going to explode? Sorry. Guys, I gotta stop. Hold on. Guys. Not only did they pull the Primal is in the moon with Dalamud, but they also pulled up the Primal is in the moon with this moon. The moon didn't explode, but like, they did the same thing twice. Although I guess the primal wasn't in the moon, but...
A Dorman citizen has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
Wait, they called Yotsuyu a Doman citizen? So hold on, was this all a ploy? They recognized the fact that she will be a Doman citizen. They told us, that's so smart. He said, I accept that she will be within Doman care. And that she will be Doman. He acknowledged that Yotsuyu is Doman now. Brought her back for the fudging negotiations. That was so well thought out. I love that I nailed every single part of that as well. Like, I'm very proud of myself for picking those points like half an hour ago when the containers were first brought up. But I didn't see what I couldn't figure out was how they're gonna say we broke the promise, because obviously we're not gonna be summoning the primal then, right? Because the Garleans would be, that's their plan. But by fudging, acknowledging and accepting that Yotsuyu is Doman now, and then having her change, like, remember who she is, go to help the Garleans, but not recognizing her as being... I mean, she did claim that she was the acting viceroy again, and that she was with... Whatever, the point is, it was smart, okay? I can get behind it.
Ambassador! Disobey me, Pilus, and you disobey the Emperor. Make preparations to withdraw! Now!
I feel like Pilus is seeing through this ploy and doesn't like it because he legitimately believes in the peace.
As you command.
Dang it, no! He doesn't believe enough! He doesn't believe enough! Anyway, love this.
My lord, you must fall back.
Oh no. Which of them is gonna get... What's the word for brainwash again? Someone's gonna get primaled.
You ask me to run?
You're gonna get primaled, my dude. Maybe both of them will. A strategic withdrawal. So strategic. Tempered, thank you. I forgot this last time as well. I'll forget it every time.
I know this foe is beyond me. The field is yours.
I'm like, someone's gonna get tempered if they don't leave.
We will withdraw, but not without our countrymen. I want every soul accounted for. Every soul.
Look, Hien, I appreciate this. However, I don't even think they brought any of them to this meeting. They never planned on doing the transfer, ever. Surely they don't exist. Also, am I gonna 1v1 this fudging primal? They're gonna give me like a trial.
I knew you would not flee. I see now the strength which flows from that baleful light of yours.
Uh-huh.
But I am become Tsukuyomi, goddess of the moon and divinity of night. What power can compare to such celestial majesty?
Heidelin.
I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. And within that black abyss, even your light shall flicker and fail.
Okay, bud. That's what all the primals... Do you not know that I'm literally called the Icon Killer? Like, you know that I... You know I win here, right? Like...
I see a future in which the sun sets on this wretched land. Once and for all!
I will say, as much as I dedicate their plan of completely destroying the peace negotiations because they wanted to get Yotsuyu back and do this whole situation of, like, you know, fighting back, getting Doma back. No, they had this all planned out. Really respect the, you know, the effort they went to for this. They succeeded at every point. They played this for the full. Just one problem I have is that they tried to pull this on the literal Primal Slayer. They thought they could just, like, they got to the point where they realized, oh yeah, we've got this perfect plan, we'll summon a goddamn Primal and we'll use that to, like, destroy the peace. And then they decided to do that to the one person that they know has always succeeded in killing every single Primal before them. Like, I don't quite know what their goal was with that. Did they think that far ahead? Or did they just assume it would be victory when they got the summon? Like, like, but it's so dumb. Like, they know who I am. They know I'm here. If Guys was able to tell them it was a dumb idea, yeah, well, Guys died because his idea was also dumb. Okay, chat. Do we want to end this stream with a do we want to end this stream with the trial? I am not comfortable tanking an 8-man's because I don't know how to do tank swaps and mechanics and stuff, so. Well, that's the thing. He recognized my strength and was still stupid enough to think it would work. Average wait time more than 30 minutes. Chat, I don't think I'm getting this done today. This is not happening. Which is really odd. It's 9 PM on a Friday. OCE. But it's 9 PM on a fudging Friday. Someone's running goddamn Deltascape. The Deltascape raid before running this goddamn. You can log it. I appreciate that and I would absolutely accept, but with a 30-minute queue time, I don't know if one extra person will help, and I'd rather not have you log in and transfer and like join the game and stuff for something that won't happen anyway. I think what I'll do is I'll plan this for another stream. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see if we can get some people tomorrow into the community, people to like hop in and join, and we'll all queue up together. Because I genuinely do not think this is happening tonight. I'm still so surprised someone's running Deltascape instead of MSQ dungeon. That's so funny. But yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll just have to call it for next stream. Why is the music so loud right now, actually? Why is it so loud? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna come back to stream tomorrow. Wait, actually, let me check my calendar. Do I actually have anything on tomorrow night? I don't think I do. But before I go making plans for stream, I don't have anything tomorrow night. Okay. So, plan is tomorrow night, we're going to start stream. We're going to get as many people into stream as possible to join me for the trial. Well, as many people as possible, meaning I need 7 other people at least. At most, not least. We're going to get the trial done and we'll continue with MSQ. But, until then, I think I'm literally, I can't progress this stream. So, wait, hold on, wait, I do need to check one thing. Waiting for results. Okay, good. I was like, cause the Cacpot drawing is 7 PM every Saturday, so I wanted to make sure, because I won't be streaming before tomorrow. No, technically half an hour. Whatever, I'm literally rambling and ranting. We're gonna go find someone to raid. So yeah, plan is tomorrow, get a group together, we do this trial, we get it done, we continue the main story quest, it'll be amazing, it'll be great, we'll kill Yotsuyu, everyone will have fun at the end. For those of you, oh fudge, okay, there we go. For those of you who aren't in my Discord already and want to join, there is a link as well if you want to join in, if you want to get notifications when I go live or just hang out with the community. I post a lot of Final Fantasy stuff in there on my other character off stream, which is only in Heavensward, so I'm still not spoiling. So if you want to join in there, feel free to. Otherwise, we're going to see who's live. You'll be here tomorrow, so excited to see this trial. I'm very observant. I'm so sorry to have misled you, Don. I am not observant at all. This was like the one time you literally found me in a stream where I have made the biggest and best prediction I've ever made. Everything else goes over my head. I pick up on nothing. I understand not a clue what's going on 99% of the time. You got me on a good day where I actually picked the biggest twist, and I'm so happy for that, but I'm so sorry to have misled you. But I'm glad you enjoyed, and I'm glad you also enjoyed, Dano. I hope everyone else in chat also enjoyed. Even better, yeah. No, you're going to see me completely like missing like so much stuff. But now that your expectations have been lowered to a reasonable level again, maybe I'll surprise you. I don't know. Oh my god, I have so many options for people to raid. Who are we going to go say hi to? Why are so many people streaming? What the hell? What an absolute day. Forgive me, chat. I am literally looking through the biggest fudging stream list ever, working out who I'm going to raid. I think we're going to go raid Asmodeus. I don't think we've said hi to Asmodeus in a while. They're playing Stardew Valley. which is a game I don't play a lot of, but we're gonna go say hi to them. Guys, well, I don't even know what I was gonna say there. If what? If what? I don't even know what I'm ifing. Anyway. I need to make sure I spell Asmodeus' name right, because otherwise I will screw it up. Go say hi to Asmodeus. Thank you everyone for stopping by. I appreciate it for hanging out. Send her all of your love and support. If you are subbed, use the top raid message. If you're not subbed, use the bottom one. And if you don't want to use either, I can't force you. You do whatever you want to do. Go say hi to Asmodeus playing Stardew Valley. I'll catch you all another time zone, hopefully tomorrow, for another stream with the trial. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. Leave me alone. Go say hi to Asmodeus. I'll catch you all another time zone, another stream. Appreciate all of you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to everyone for following and for just being here and for the raid. I appreciate all of you. Go say hi and don't die, because then I'll cry. Nailed it. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great night, day, whatever, time zones. Anyway, bye.